Okay. Hello and welcome to Queeried. I'm Taylor and this is
H.
And today we're talking about fashion and winter layers. So...
Let's go.
let's go! I should probably have pulled up my list of things first.
Okay. I can't put it up on mine because my phone is...
I typed it out in my notepad, so even though my internet isn't working, I can still have a little list.
That's better than my
of
wall
like
of text.
Yeah. Basically, this isn't to do with your wall of text.
Oh, cool.
This is, like, pros and cons of clothes that I would...
Pro! Not naked.
Pro! I'm going to jail.
Con, not naked. So, like... First of all, let's talk about, like, the fact that it is the winter season.
And we're in England and it's very cold, so we can get away with wearing, like, 10 different layers. And
I'm really sorry.
it's fine.
I put it on thingy. So, it's winter.
It's winter, it's cold, lots of layers.
I mean, live in the UK, so it's like... It was like 4 degrees in the daytime the other day.
Yeah.
Like, the daytime, when the sun was out.
Winter fashion. Well, I'm not the most fashionable person, so...
I couldn't tell. I texted Taylor on the way over here and I said, "What are you wearing, winky face?" And it involved combat boots and a dinosaur onesie.
Yeah, I was wearing a dinosaur onesie, combat boots up to my shins, which were also green, and a beautiful, beautiful, fluffy rainbowed monster hat, which has googly eyes on.
Did you ever
And
ask
horns.
something and then wish that you hadn't asked? I just wear layers.
Yeah, layers.
But I like winter because it's my colours. Grey.
Winter colours are nice. I saw a really nice,
My winter colour shoes!
anyway,
But I like the colours, like maroon, grey,
orange,
brown, I can't really see,
tan.
tan,
Yeah.
blue, dark blue and dark green. They are my colours. I live in winter colours all year round.
I have maroon and blue most of the time, but that's because I don't have a very big wardrobe. I have a limited colour palette, except for my t-shirts, which are all like...
When I moved to university, I started buying clothes for the first time, but I lived in like children's H&M and still do. I think today's
children's
impressive.
clothes are
I'm not wearing anything from the children's section today. My socks are actually, and my underpants. Other than that, none of my outer clothes are from the children's section, which is unusual for me.
Kids' clothes.
Yeah. But yeah, I live in winter colours all year round. Yeah, in first year, when I started buying clothes, I then realised that like 70% of my wardrobe was black. And then I was like, I've got to diversify, so I started buying grey. I had colourful hair, I thought that compensated. I was like, if I'm black all the way up and my hair is colourful,
Right.
then I'm fine.
Because sometimes with colourful hair you find that clothes clash a lot. And I've given up trying with clashing colours with my hair.
We just did pastel prints today. We got like
Yeah, it's great.
3 shades of pastel,
Yeah.
pastel green, and your head.
Yeah. I love this jumper.
It's nice, I haven't seen it before. It also coordinates with the paint on your trousers.
Yeah, there's a like a mint green splodge of paint on my trousers because I went to life drawing in these and painted and got paint everywhere and it doesn't come out. And
Artist problems.
Artist problems. All my clothes are covered in paint. You can tell it's colours that I like because I use it in my artwork and then wear the clothes. So then if I get, well, this isn't really, like the purple I guess.
The purple and the blue.
And the glitter.
And the glitter. Your hair has been like most of these colours though.
Yeah. Except the yellow.
Except the yellow. Yellow's hard.
Yellow is hard. Also, I don't really like yellow hair.
I really like mustard yellow. But I can't wear it, it really washes me out. See, this is when I really like clothes. But I'm like, I really like mustardy yellow. My new shoes have got like a mustard yellow bit here, and these socks have got a bit of yellow on them. And I really like it, but I can't wear it because it makes me look like I'm like dying. It takes all life out of my skin tone.
Yeah, I like green and yellow as a like combination sometimes. Like, or is it blue? I don't know. I was wearing an outfit one day and then I tried on Kit's hat, which is like mustard yellow, and it looked really good.
Navy blue and yellow. Yellow goes nice with lots of things. Navy blue looks really nice, and like mustardy yellow and then maroon. I wear a lot of maroon. I went out for, we went to go see Harry Potter the other night, and I was wearing 3 items of maroon. I had a maroon Christmas tie, this shirt, and then I had like my Gryffindor scarf as well, and I was like, how much maroon is too much?
Any maroon at all. I went to a secondary school that had maroon blazers all year round, and now I hate maroon.
My secondary school had maroon sweatshirts. So I'm like quite into clothes, as you might have noticed.
Especially like smart clothes.
I really like, if there's any opportunity for me to be a bit overly smart, then I will be. Like, I went to the cinema the other night and I went in a shirt and a tie, and I coordinated my shirt and my tie, and then I was trying to be casual, I didn't tuck my shirt in. So that was a big thing for me to not do that. But yeah, so I love like formal wear, I really like colours, I like colours that go together. Like often I just get up and I get dressed and I'm like, I look like a bag of...
That's me every day.
But sometimes I'm like, oh actually, that would go, and then I'm like, oh, let me just have a little rummage and I'll get some colours that go together nicely. And I feel really good about it. But I'm also more into the building of a kind of, for me, a masculine silhouette, and kind of using clothes to kind of adjust my shape, and to me that's really important. I've got a lot of clothes that I've bought and then I've decided I don't like the way that they make my shape look.
Yeah, they cling to the wrong places and then you're just like, no.
But actually there's nothing wrong with them. And if I could just get it out of my head that matters, I could wear all those clothes. But I've got like a bunch of clothes that I'm like, I've kept them because they're new practically, you know, and they're nice clothes, but I don't wear them because I'm paranoid about the shape.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to wear them, you should still be able to wear them and be able to express, like, fashion.
Yeah, I'm getting hung up on, like, oh, I like that, it's a lovely fabric, oh, it's really nice, oh, but the neck's too big and it makes me look small. And I'm like, but you paid for this. Like,
I have a lot of problems with how other people see me. So, like, I'll have the clothes and I'll be like, yeah, I like this, I'm comfy, I am having a great time. Even if all the colours are wrong and everything's, like, mismatched.
like a pair of combat boots and a dinosaur onesie.
Like, but I'm comfy and I'm happy. But then other people come along and judge me. No, it's fine. Like, but it's more like, I know it's problematic, but passing as male, like, I'd rather pass as male. Like, you don't really, you can pass as non-binary, but that's people, like, looking at you and not being quite sure. Whereas, like, if you pass as male, they're more likely to respect your pronouns, they're more likely to
The vast majority
be
of the population...
just respectful to you.
Yeah. The vast majority of the population are only going to see you as male or female. Like, you know, walking around, if you walk through the city centre, the vast majority of people there are going to view you as one way or the other.
Yeah.
And a small, lovely chunk of other people who are also aware of kind of, you know, queerness and gender will go, oh, maybe they're neither. Or they might catch themselves wondering which way somebody is. Because I do this all the time. I catch myself going, is that person? And then I'm going, why do I care?
Like,
Stop
why does it matter?
like, yeah.
It's like assessing people and trying to categorise people and put people in boxes without even knowing and without even needing to.
Yeah.
And, like, there's no point to it. It's just like, I can appreciate that person's aesthetic. They look really cool. I don't really need to know. Where was I going with the story before?
Passing as male being more important.
Yeah. So, like, lots of the clothes that I have like a little selection of clothes that I'm keeping until after top surgery that, like, I really like, and the fabric's really, like, soft, and I would wear it, but I can't bring myself to wear it because I feel like my chest is gonna look wrong in it, or it's gonna be, like, too lumpy, or it's, like, not gonna make me, like, pass to the majority, and people are gonna misgender me and make me uncomfortable even if I'm comfortable in the clothes. And that is a psychological thing and a sociological thing.
And then you end up sacrificing, like, your kind of right to wear what you want.
Yeah.
For the sake of, but I need them to see me this way. Because I do that. Like, there's things like, I'd love to wear V-necks and things with big necks, but I worry that they make me look feminine.
Like, I really want long-sleeved shirts with, like, buttons down here. But I'd probably want to wear them with the buttons undone, or, like, something like
Yeah, the is it Henleys? Is that what they're called? And they've got like a little granddad shirt with buttons.
I have no idea. But yeah, I want to wear them, but then I get too paranoid about my chest, so I don't.
Yeah.
And then
I'd like to wear kind of like more floaty materials as well. Like again with the masculine silhouette, I wear things that make me very straight down, so that like straight.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. You back?
No, but carry on.
So I wear things that make me look like I have a straight silhouette, and try and slim it at the hips and stuff. But I mean, like, I'd love to have like a baggy linen shirt,
Yeah.
especially in the summertime, or like a caftan. Like, how great would that be? Just bombing around town in a caftan and a pair of shorts. But I don't want to do it because I'm like, oh, it's gonna make me look a bit, you know, a bit femme or something like that. But there's nothing wrong with that, and I know it in myself. And if anybody else says it to me, like if we're going, you know, we're having this conversation, but if you said it vice versa, I'd be like, well, you wear what you want. But when I'm saying it and when I'm thinking it,
Yeah.
it's very hard to kind of like believe yourself.
Yeah, like I want to be.
Believe in yourself.
Believe. You do you.
You do you, Bill.
Yeah, it's like I want to wear quite feminine things sometimes, but I sacrifice that because I'd rather be seen more masculine. Like, but if I get to a point where I'm seen more masculine and like just my characteristics are more masculine, I'll probably start wearing those feminine things and then be more of a little bit gender skewy.
Yeah, if I felt like I consistently pass as male,
Yeah.
my kind of like inside, like I'm very much like, oh yeah, sort of like gender skewing and, you know, mixing of things. But actually my presentation is very, very binary male.
Yeah.
Like I don't really wear anything that's kind of a bit femme at all. But if I felt like I consistently pass as male, I would love to do that. But as I am now, I can't bring myself to do it.
I am in a very, very similar situation. I think we're like pretty much probably not the same clothes, but yeah, we're the same person.
So you saying like you're in a similar situation?
Yeah, like
With things like you do a little bit of drag stuff,
yeah.
but only within the house, I would say, mostly.
Yeah, most of the time.
I'd say it's been some time since you've been out in like...
It's been quite a long time before I've been out the house in like sort of drag. Like, because I think it was probably when the society went to see Priscilla. The last time I went out the house in heels, in a dress. It was very sequined and like it had wings and it was beautiful. And I'd like did my eyebrows into this glittery blue amaze. And I was wearing this like, it's purple, it had a really pointed shoulders jacket. And
so it's very over the top.
It's very over the top. It's very like exaggerating gender and like I feel like I probably didn't pass as a drag queen. Like I wouldn't necessarily, but it's very like playing in the middle of like, what is this?
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like you're in women's
Yeah, it didn't.
women's clothing. You know what I mean? There's, I know that's really... I'm trying to think of a different way of describing it, but there's certain things that are considered... Dresses are considered to be women's clothing.
Yeah.
But if somebody buys them...
Feminine by society.
Like, I mean, as Eddie Izzard says, like, people go like, oh, why do you wear women's dresses? And he says, I bought them, they're my dresses.
Yeah.
Like, they're Eddie's dresses, like, that's all it is.
I can wear a skirt and it can be masculine. I can, like, do that. But then if I then leave the house like that, the ingrained societal, like, beliefs, people are gonna just see it as feminine, even if I'm feeling masculine about it. Like, I get a lot of the time when I'm doing drag, I feel very masculine. So, like, I usually do drag when I'm at my most masculine points psychologically. And I feel like that ties into what we were saying earlier about when I'm consistently passing more masculine, I'd like to try out wearing more societally, like, seen as feminine clothes.
Yeah.
That would be really great for me, I think. And I like messing with gender a lot. I like presenting as not quite, like, one way binary or the other.
I really like, and it happens very, very rarely, but I really like if I get rated as like a camp gay man.
Yeah, I love that.
So like, I'd like to play up to that, but at the moment I can't bring myself to do that because I'm too conscious of the whole, like, oh, am I being read this way? Am I being read this way? I'm just going to dress really mask so that nobody can make a mistake. But of course they can, like, you know, anybody
And
can
they
wear
still
anything.
do.
Well, I mean, you know, I get perceived as being like a masculine female person.
Yeah.
Which is, it's annoying, but it's fair enough, like, because everybody has as much right to wear those clothes as I do, so...
Yeah, like, you can just wear anything, like, anyone can wear anything.
Yeah.
Which is where, like, judging people based on, like, what they're wearing is ridiculous, because anyone can wear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fashion trends are a thing as well, like, can you pull, like, years of your life out of, like, things you did wear? Like,
Yeah.
little emo phrase.
My
little-
khaki phase and my blue phase and my... When I was going to secondary school, I was obsessed with red. Everything was red. I had a red phone, red shoes, red watch.
I had a green phrase.
If I had like hairbands, I'd get red ones. And then when I then started like dressing like more masculinely, I then revisited all the phases that I couldn't do before.
Yeah, like, that's definitely a thing as well. Like, I like a lot of the, like, all the fashions that pass through of male, but I want to try them all out. And, like, being unable to buy all of the clothes just to try them out is really hard. Because, like, you don't know whether you're going to like it properly until you've worn it for a little while, I find. Like, I like testing things. Like, actually experimenting. Rather than, like, photoshopping things onto your body and it's like...
I've only 2 cousins and they're both boys, men. And they're like 10 years older than me. My cousin James was becoming a teenager and was about 13, 14 when I was, say, 4 years old, 5 years old. And there's like pictures of us at Christmas one year when we all drove up to my uncle's and my grandma and my granddad are in this picture. And I'm in like a little denim pinafore dress with like little red tights. And my cousin James is in a Gap hoodie. And
This is the hoodie.
I talk about this all the time. I still want one. And like, I'm pretty sure he did the whole, like, the sleeves as well. Like, this is so 90s. But like, I really liked 90s boy bands and I really wanted a pair of like overly baggy jeans and a chain
Trip
and
pants.
a big parka. Like, you know, and the oversized t-shirts with the long t-shirt underneath. Look at like how Hanson dressed. I'm feeling that right now. Like, but I'm totally still a little bit trying to channel that. Because I couldn't at the time. I'm gonna wipe my nose, sorry.
It's alright. I can also need to wipe my nose, but I don't have a tissue. Oops. Ding!
Welcome to the 8 show.
Welcome back. So yeah, you went through your little, I want to be a boy band member. I went through, I want to be like a goth boy. I still kind of do a little bit.
I do that maybe 1 or 2 days a week.
Yeah, like I had a really like, it was a few years where I dressed like emo, like goth slightly, but I didn't have the clothes for it. So I wore this like hoodie with a skull on for like 2 years. It was great. It was,
I had a t-shirt with a skull and crossbones on. It was from like a pirate museum, but I just wore it as like a fashion item.
I had a skull and crossbones bandana that I wore a lot as well. It was
Wow.
great. I was a pirate.
Yeah.
I used it as a headband and I wore like this all the time. Back to the story of wanting to be a goth boy.
Yeah.
I just had this, like, it was an oversized hoodie as well. It was like trans feels before I knew I was trans. Like, hiding everything. Right? So,
When it feels good, but you don't know why it feels good.
yeah. So I wore this continuously. Every time I went out, I used it as like my over my school uniform jumper as well. Like, it was my coat in the winter months when it was snowing. Just wear this goth jumper. Great. But then I'd also want like the trip pants and the chains and then all of these like black shirts
Do you remember
that I
the
didn't
trousers
have.
that had like the little panel at the back? So it was like a mini skirt on the back.
No.
They're like a pair of skinny jeans, and it would have just like an extra panel of material, and it was usually like asymmetric.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Kind of still do. It's the issue now is I want to revisit things, but I'm too old.
I kind of want to wear, go back to like unisex skinny jeans with like pinstripes and then really oversized jumpers.
That was like, oh my days, that is going back. Like,
Yeah. That is a long time ago.
I knew like a girl and a guy who both dressed like that, but we're talking when we were 13. Like,
Yeah.
But it's difficult because you get into all of these like all these different looks, especially if they're like ones that you used to. I don't know how we're still so bright on the screen. It looks really dark in here, but it looks fine on the screen, so it's alright. There's all these looks like the kind of like the 90s, you know, the Gap t-shirt, be kind of a bit skater as well.
Yeah.
Like, James used to ride a scooter. He was a scooter rather than a skater. But like, yeah, and the kind of the emo gothy stuff and the skate stuff and like just the combat pants and everything, and then wanting to be formal and like I now don't have a look.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
a
like-
mismatch.
I do like a look for like a week. I'll have a week where I'm like, I'm wearing black all week. And then I'll have like a few weeks where I'm like, I'm wearing button-up shirts to everything. Like, and then I got my lumberjack. My default style is kind of casual skater lumberjack, I think, really.
Yeah, with the flannel.
There's a lot of flannel that goes on. Yeah, so now I don't have a look. I just like rotate all of the things. Like,
I think that's the best way to be though, because you have quite a diverse wardrobe.
such a big wardrobe though.
Yeah.
So many clothes. And lots of them don't fit, and lots of them I don't wear because I don't like the way they fit.
Yeah. Okay, so we have rambled and we have rambled and we have rambled,
Yeah.
but I think we've covered quite a lot of things. I think we're probably going to cut it into 2 videos, so...
I think so. I think it's going to be 2 videos now. So one of them will probably be lacking an ending. Because I'm not
No,
sure.
we should do 2 endings.
We could do 2 endings, okay. So stay tuned for more December videos. We are particularly talking and thinking about how to survive the festive period. If you have any input on that, about how you plan to get through any difficult family situations, then let us know. You can contact us by Tumblr, or that's kind of it actually.
Or commenting down below.
Or comment, or you can shoot us an email if you've got any input for that video. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Yeah, how do you deal with unwanted comments? How do you deal with having to go back into perhaps not the most positive environment?
Yep, or if you are avoiding that completely this Christmas, let us know how you're going to spend it instead.
Yeah.
Sweet.
See you next time.
On Queeried!
Queeried.
I need like a theme tune.
That's not.
Because we stole that!